So today's video is a foundation routine and basically my everyday summer look. I don't wear these lashes every day. They're really dramatic. I just wanted to try them out and I really do love them. They became one of my favorite lashes. But this is my foundation routine when I do wear a full face of makeup, not every day. It's my foundation routine when I wear a full face of makeup. So I do get questions and I do things kind of weird. So I thought I'd explain them. And this eye look, it's so simple and it's basically what I do when I just want to get out the door without doing a whole bunch. So I included that too, basically my everyday summer look. I also want to say thank you guys so much for 5K subs. I can't believe I have 5,000 subs. Can't believe it. It went by so fast. I will be giving back to you guys and thank you guys so much for supporting me. Say thank you to all 5,000 of you plus, because I have a little more than 5,000 now, but thank you guys so much and thank you guys so much for hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, shooting a comment if you've been doing that, and just supporting me and showing me love. So thank you guys so much and stay tuned if you want to know my foundation routine and how to get this look. Okay, so first you want to make sure that your face is moisturized. Whether you have oily skin, dry skin, combo skin, always make sure your face is moisturize. I have very oily skin and I still moisturize my face. Even at night I use oil to moisturize my face. It's just very important because the minute that your skin feels dry, those natural oils are gonna come out and you're just gonna be oily than ever. So just make sure you moisturize. I use the Pond's, the Carame B one, the pink one, just because I do get dark spots easily from acne and stuff. And I just scar very easily, so that just helps clear everything up and even my skin tone. So I do love that and it really does moisturize my skin. Next, for primer, I've actually been using two primers as a combo. First, of course, is the Nivea's Men Aftershave Balm. This is a men's product, it's an aftershave balm, but it works so well as a primer for makeup. That's because one of its ingredients is glycerin, and glycerin is the main product in primers and stuff that helps the makeup adhere to your face and really last and stick on. And as you guys know, everyone else on YouTube loves it too. So I just put that all over my face, and you want to keep rubbing it on until it kind of gets sticky and you basically don't feel it anymore. So the next primer that I use is the Skindinavia The Makeup Primer Spray. This is also really good. This combined with the After Spray, oh, it's just bomb. So I just spray some of this on my face. Next, you can color correct, but for my routine, I feel like I don't really need to. I just go straight in with foundation. One of my favorite foundations is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation. Right now I'm in the color W7. I just apply this. And I recently ordered these overbrushes from Amazon. They were just $19. And whew, if this is a fake one, I can just imagine what the real Artiste ones are like. So I'm just going to dot this on my face and then just blend it out with this brush. And then that's my foundation. You gotta feel me, yeah. I wanna love you just like I wanna be your girl. So I know it looks kind of white and I promise that's just the light. So next, concealer. You can conceal blemishes, scars, anything on your face, and for that you want to use a concealer that is your actual skin tone and the color of your skin. But for me, I just use concealer under my eyes and to highlight, and I've been loving the Revlon Colorstay concealer, and this one's in the color medium. I just put a triangle under my eyes, a line down my nose, a couple dots on my forehead, Cupid's bow, and chin. Don't mean no disrespect, but then for my face concealer, I just use whatever brush I used on my face. And then for my concealer under my eyes, I use a sponge. Today I'm using the Real Techniques one. And when blending the concealer under your eyes, you want to make sure that you dab it on or pat it into your skin. You don't want to rub it off because then that's just going to take away the coverage of the concealer. More than just And then whatever brush that you use for foundation, you want to make sure that you go along the bottom of where you applied the concealer to make sure that the concealer and your foundation blend nicely and transition nicely. Next, setting your under eye powder or baking. I bake every single day basically, and I use the Palladio rice powder. This I just got from Sally's. It really sets everything and it highlights at the same time. Whatever powder works for you, whatever powder you like, whatever powder you don't mind buying. And you don't have to bake. You can literally just take a brush and just pat on some powder. It's really just your preference. I just like baking because I always just do the most all the time. But the point of baking is just to set your makeup and highlight at the same time, and to make sure that it lasts and it really just highlights your skin. So if you don't need that every day, don't do it. But this is what I do, and this is my foundation routine. But what I do is I pat some into the cap, I take my sponge, I pat it on, and then I just pack some in the triangle shape under my eyes. Also, what I do is I kind of really pat the powder into my skin as if I'm blending it in, and then I kind of go in with a second coat and leave it on. I gotta make you see this is. Now for face powder. I use the L'Oreal Pro Matte powder in the color Sun Beige. Like, this is my holy grail. You want to make sure that you don't use a foundation powder with full coverage to set the rest of your face. You want to use a setting powder. You just don't want to use a full-on foundation powder to set your face, because that's adding an extra layer of foundation. And I use the Real Techniques blush brush because this is so fluffy and carefree, so it doesn't pick up a lot of product and it really just sets the foundation, which is all I want. And of course for this, you want a powder that matches your skin and foundation. And then once I'm done putting the powder on my face, I use the same brush to brush away the bake under my eyes. Next, I bronze. As you guys know, this Femme Couture face powder is my favorite thing to bronze. You can use anything to bronze. This is in the color medium deep. I got this from Sally's as well. I just take this e.l.f. stippling brush. For bronzer, I like to use a really fluffy brush, a carefree brush, kind of like my powder brush. I just put a little bit on the brush and just put this on my temples. I do it in a 3E kind of motion, and then I do this around my cheeks and then on my jawline, just to add some color back in my face. This is a new step that I've been doing that you guys haven't seen before, and I've just really been liking how it makes my cheekbones look. I take this Wet n Wild contouring palette. You guys have seen me use this a lot. And I take this oval brush, it's a small one, and what I do is I take some of this yellow color. I know this is OD, but it doesn't look cakey or anything on my face. I just really like that highlighted look, so it's kind of like a second bake. And if you have really dry skin, you do not want to do this, but this is my foundation routine and this is what I do, and my face doesn't look cakey at all. My skin actually looks beautiful after all of these steps. Take some and I kind of do a triangle down my face. I do a line down my nose, basically everywhere I apply the concealer, but I take some of it and I put it under where I would contour, so under my cheekbones. Then I contour. I use this e.l.f. small tapered brush because it's fantastic to contour because it's kind of loose, so it gives you some blending room. Then I take this L'Oreal Pro Contour Palette or Duo in the color Deep, and I take the contour color with the brush and I just start to build my cheekbones on top of that highlight. And after applying that line of contour, I kind of like to go in circles to kind of blend it in. And then I take this e.l.f. contouring brush, the color Deep and the LAC Pro palette. Literally this color is really dark, so I just kind of go and that's it. Literally that's it. And I kind of pack this into those deep contours. And then I take my powder brush and I just blend away that extra highlight that I did. And then sometimes if it looks too much, I just take my bronzer and just put that over that highlight that we put on just now. I don't take any extra product, I just take the brush. Okay, now for blush, I've been liking this Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the color Mellow Wine. Take a fluffy brush, put put some on. These are very pigmented, so you want to be careful. And then I just brush that on my cheekbones. I put that kind of up here first and then blend it into the apples. And then I take my powder brush and I just blend and make sure that the blush is blended into the contour and bronzer and all of that. I did forget to contour my nose. Lately, since I got the overbrushes, this really small, thin brush. And I just take some of that in the L'Oreal Duo. You want to make sure when you contour your nose, you go up here and work it in there because that's what's going to make it look natural. And then I just take my powder brush and just blend that. Now it's time for highlighting. So first what I do is I take this L'Oreal Infallible like pressed eyeshadows. These are bomb. And this is in the color Iced Latte. So I take some of that on my finger and I do an exclamation point on my nose. My highlight brush that I use to highlight switches up all the time. Now I use this one just because it's fluffy and I really like how it looks on my skin. I spray my brush with my setting spray. And then I put it into whatever highlight I'm using. And then you just want to highlight. And then I just put some on my Cupid's bow, chin, some right here, and above my eyebrows. I take my Holy Grail highlight, which is the Wet n Wild Fergie one in Hollywood Boulevard. I just take my brush and I take some and I just put that over the highlight I just put down. And look. Then I set my face. I just use the Skindinavia makeup setting spray and spray my face. And I like my face to be wet. Setting my face is crucial because it just makes the makeup looks so, not natural because it's makeup, but it just looks so beautiful. Now it's time for eyebrows. I have my eyebrow routine down below, but that's really it for my foundation. So stay tuned if you want a beautiful glowy kind of eye look. Okay, brows done. Now for the eyes. This is just so quick and simple. Okay, first step, I use my bronzer as my transition color in my crease. And I use this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush because it's really big and it just makes an easy blending. And then I take this KIKO eyeshadow and I just work some of that in there as well. Then I do the same thing on my lower lash line. I take the Wet n Wild Fergie and I take some of that on my finger and I just apply that on my eyelids and inner corner. Then I just take a nude eyeliner. This is the Rimmel Scandaleyes in the color Nude. I'm just taking this L'Oreal liquid pencil liner. I just put some of this on my top lash line because I am going to be wearing falsies. If you guys want to know how to put on falsies, an in-depth tutorial, the link will be down below. I'm applying some mascara to my real lashes and my lower lashes. Then I'm lining my lips with this Rimmel lip liner in the color Epic. Then applying some KIKO lipstick, Hard Candy Plumping Lip Gloss in the color Lion Tamer. And there you go. That's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed. My foundation routine was requested. So that's what I do every time I put on a full face of makeup. Not every single day. It's every time I put on a full face of makeup. And that's basically the eyeshadow look that I do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and stay tuned for next week's video. And thank you guys so much for watching and thank you guys so much for 5K subs again. Can't thank you guys enough. So stay tuned for next week. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Comment down below if you just want to comment or want to have a conversation. And subscribe if you enjoyed. And subscribe if you want to see my videos in the future. So thank you guys again and thank you guys so much for watching again. Bye!